Hello, and welcome back again. This is part 4 of our Tips for the Transition series with Raquel Perez. She's a holistic health practitioner, and I'm Maria Tomás-Keegan. I'm your host and a life transition coach for women. So again, Raquel, thanks so much for returning with us and for all you've shared so far.
Glad to be here, Maria. Thank you.
And I feel like today is going to be a perfect wrap-up for our listeners. In the first 3 video chats, as you've shared your story about being shot in the line of duty, you've also told us about the practices you discovered that worked for you in your healing process and how they can work for others as they manage through difficult life transitions. Not everyone gets shot in the line of duty, thank the good Lord. But we do go through major life changes all the time. It might be divorce or the loss of a loved one or losing a job, becoming an empty nester. Any situation that rocks our world can be a life-changing event, such as you experienced. And you shared how meditation and Reiki were integral parts of your healing from the wound and the loss of your career. So what are your last 2 suggestions for making a great comeback after a challenging transition?
I strongly feel that healthy eating and fitness are so vital. They're just a must.
Yeah, and who wouldn't agree with that, Raquel? It's sometimes harder to do than to say, though, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
So how did you get into healthy eating and fitness?
I had the most toxic relationship with food until actually college. And in college, I had this wonderful group of bodybuilders that I was friends with, and they literally took my 75-pound body under their wings. Because before I met them, I thought a Dorito salad was healthy. I really did. I did. And they showed me how exercise and healthy eating go hand in hand.
Did you even know how to cook back then?
Absolutely not. I self-taught. I taught myself how to cook from cookbooks in college.
And so how did that turn out for you?
It was great. It was my hobby. I used to cook for a lot of friends, police officers, and I just loved it. I loved it.
So tell me, how did your journey with food continue after your injury?
It's kind of ironic. I actually ended up living across the street from the Cordon Bleu, and I kept telling myself, when I'm physically able to, I'm going to go to school there. And people were looking at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, I'm going to go. And I did.
Good for you. I love meeting strong women who know their mind. That's so great. Help us understand from your perspective how food can impact a person in transition.
It's so important because, especially in the United States, we eat pretty aimlessly. And, if you put garbage in, it's garbage out. You are what you eat, and you're going to feel like garbage. And really, especially during the holidays, it's so difficult with all the holiday parties and everything to not eat bad or to eat to excess.
Yeah, to overeat. So how would you guide someone to eat better during the holidays or even in a transition?
There's some really simple solutions. One of them is, if you're going to holiday parties or holiday gatherings, and there's going to be a ton of unhealthy food there, eat a small meal or something before you go and fill up on water. Drink water. And it really will help those cravings. And water is a life force too, and it's going to help purge out the bad things that we did eat too.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. It's common sense, really, right? Why don't we do that more often? I love that. Eating a small meal before we go, we'd be full and we wouldn't eat as much, right?
Correct.
So now help us figure out how fitness plays a role in all of this.
Uh, Really, you can keep it simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like myself, I really couldn't do much at first. I mean, I was really into fitness before the shooting, and after the shooting, it was frustrating. I had to start slow and had to start extremely simple, just walking. Just make it simple, just walk. And I know people are scratching their heads going, well, I can't really do that this time of the year. It's way, way too busy at this time of the year. No, if you can make time now to exercise, then you can make time to exercise anytime. And, be annoying. Make the whole family go for a walk after the Thanksgiving meal. I know I used to.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, why not?
I may take you up on that idea this year. But does walking really help? Does just walking really help?
It does. It really does. Walking is like the gateway drug to fitness. It really is. It just, you can go in your neighborhood instead of just going to get the mail. Take the long way. Take your dog for the longest walk he's ever had, so he's looking at you funny. And then it turns into a Zumba class or a bar class or whatever gives you joy. That's the biggest thing, to keep it joyful, and then you will never stop.
Yeah, you're so right about that. If we don't like what we're doing for fitness, I know for me, it's not sustainable. I just don't, if I don't like it, I won't go back or yeah, that's so true.
It's very true.
Yeah. So what about if a person is going through a physical transition such as you did?
Like I said, and I can't stress it enough, just keep it simple. I literally had to have my Doberman help me walk and to help me upstairs, but you just do what you can, and go to physical therapy, get those professionals involved that you need, and just keep fighting. And that's what I did. I just kept fighting. And when we're physically active, our endorphins kick in, and then we feel better emotionally too, and we can handle what's going on better emotionally as well.
Thank you so much, Raquel, for everything you've offered to us over this series of videos. I love your tips. They seem to be so simple and easy to implement. So if I may summarize about our 4 videos together, learn to get quiet with yourself so you can relax. Learn how your personal energy can help you heal from the inside out. Eat well and move your body. Did I sum that up okay?
You sure did.
Terrific. So thank you again so much for sharing your personal story. I know that couldn't have been easy. And what worked for your own healing. So these tips will work for other women who are in transitions of all kinds. And those tips won't overwhelm you. And I think that is the most important thing. Keep it simple. Don't get overwhelmed. And don't forget, Raquel has so generously offered a free gift with 10 new tips, none of the ones she's covered already, 10 new tips for the body, mind, and soul for the holidays and beyond. So take a look at the link at the bottom of this video and request your own. We'll send it to you immediately. So I want to wish you all a very healthy and blessed holiday season. Till next time.